So if we try to run this code, let's see. Now you see some code running. All right, so I would like to use my hand to go and just check the signal and see if there are some signal. You see that the numbers change to 1 something something, and if I take off my hand, you see that it goes from 101 to 15. all right, so that's the signal that is being received from there. So the more that I use my hand and go, when it receives a signal, it just changes based on what the input is being received. It has a regulator where you can, this regulator, this trim port, where you can adjust the signal length. All right, so you can make the length or the receiver length shorter, the receiver and then the emitter length shorter, and then you can also make it really longer depending on the project that you are doing. That's how it also works. I think I have exceeded time, and from there, let's see, we just have to decide. Now that we have this this code or this readings, we have to decide on the readings. If we get maybe if you get a signal, something should happen. If we also get, maybe if you take our hand up, let's say you are designing maybe a fire or alert system, maybe for your door. If it signals that somebody should, if it signals that somebody is around, then it beeps off the light, what do you call it, the buzzer, or maybe a alarm system or something like that. So from here, this is where you decide, when the signal is being received, what output or what command should happen after you have received the signal. Now there is no signal, but if there is a signal, what should happen? And now I declare this codes right here to, so when these signals are being received, the type of the signal is not a string, it's not a number, it's not a number or a float. All right, so if you do just like something like this, this, if this thing is this, let's see if that will work. I like we seeing it for ourselves. So if you try to check if the reader here is the board readings, all right, the readings from here. So if you check if reader, which is coming from here you are printing to the console that, or the terminal, that we have some reader function. Just show us the reader for maybe some seconds. You can use the sleep function to delay for some seconds right here. But if we do if reader is equal to or less than or equal to, let's check. Today I have the length of 1.15, so let me do 1.5. all right, so if it's equal to 1.5, so you, based on this reading that you are going to actually use for your project. All right, so if let me terminate this and just run the code once again. You see that the output was like a float. All right, but let's see if we said if reader is not supported between the instance of non-type. So the output of that was not a float but a non-type, and we gave it a string. All right, so we have to specify that we are matching this one with a string. Alright, so that it could read it the same way that we wanted. That's why I brought in the string right here. Alright, now from here we just have to please a moment. We just have to compare the readings to what we do have here. I think it was 11 something, 115 or so. Let's run it and see. So it's checking if this code is being met. It's right to the board that print pin 13 high. So this one is the logic that you are going to define. This one, no one will define this for you. Based on your project, you have to define this this definitions yourself. This logic is based on what you. So I just decided that I have to, if there is a signal, I will just print the pin 13 on. If there is no signal, I just print pin 13 off. That's what I chose to do. But from here you can choose to do whatever that you want to do right from here. Alright, you can initialize your servo, you can read the temperature, you can read the humidity sensor, you can read your IR sensors, all forms of sensors. You can read it from here. So based on your project, based on what you're doing, actually you can do it, you can do everything right from here. Alright, so this is how Python also works with Arduino boards. And for the initializing of ports, you can also do it this way, like your pin mode. This is a simpler way, but sometimes it might get confusing. That's why I didn't use it. So basically I will not add it. You can play around with this code. I will share this code in the description so that you can play around it and just get your knowledge firm in it. So basically I would like to end here and then find another time to improve on this code. I have some project that I'm doing